guys have no idea what's going on here. But they'll become suspicious if that wall of light is not working. Did that wrong. But this is where I wanted to be. I know there were a lot of supplies I couldn't pick up here. Oops. There they are. Grenades. Always fun. Okay. That's all I really wanted. Now back up top. Well, what is this again? Oh. Honestly. Okay. So it looks like he's added a lever that specifically is designed to waste time. If you pull that enough times, eventually you'll just be dead. A depressing thought? I think so. We all have only a finite amount of time in our lives. Why spend it pulling useless levers? Oh, that was scary. That was scary. Why don't I just, ride the elevator? 2, main laboratory. All kinds of weird things go on in this mansion. Okay, let's see if I can start this up. I don't think I can, because I don't think I fulfilled whatever I needed to fulfill here. Whoop. Give it a go.
Not enough power.
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
I like the fight that Sokolov puts up either way. It's so good. Oh, that's so good. Alright, so I have to do some sort of changing of a platform, and we got a panel here. Woodcraft optics platform, anatomy platform, optics, woodcraft, chemistry. That's Bay 2. Got power here. And do we have another such control panel here that can tell me how much power we're looking at? Okay, this is the power we've got to this thing right here. So with these, Bay 1, let's turn Bay 1 over to, you know what, let's just try and lower its power as much as possible. Anatomy. Alright, so that pulls all power out of Bay 1. Granting some power to this. Maybe. Who knows? Anatomy. Oh, we can't do this yet because that's all locked. Man, this seems a very convoluted way to do things. I see. I see what it's doing. It's actually configuring these little power nodes, whatever you would like to call them. You've got a little turbine there, a little generator kind of thing. It's actually moving them where they need to be to provide power as much as possible to whatever bay you've selected, or platform you've selected. We just put everything on anatomy. What bay is this? I can't even really tell. And is there another panel like this? No, there's not. There's only these two. So there's that. Let's put everything on anatomy again. Boom, just like that. That drains all power from Bay 2. And all power from Bay 1 have been drawn out. But it doesn't seem that there's enough power here still. Zip, zip. We'll pull the lever anyway once this is done doing its magic. Jindosh entry on whalebone. Actually, I'd like to hear what he thinks about bone charms. Today, I'll raise the anatomy platform, bringing it up to the laboratory floor where I can resume my work evaluating the rune artifact. Ah, it's a rune, not a bone charm. As a man dedicated to natural philosophy, I must admit that my association with the occultist Brianna Ashworth has renewed my interest in the study of whalebone. Given what I've seen over the past 3 years working with Brianna, I cannot entirely dispel the idea that the bones of the Leviathans possess unusual properties. When pressed, she speaks in the meaningless palaver of the spiritualist. In an attempt to find answers on my own, I procured one of the so-called rune artifacts, considered heretical, of course, by the narrow minds of the Abbey. However, thus far my examinations have netted nothing of interest. A sample of human tissue affected by these runes might reveal more were I able to get, say, the jawbone of one of those poor sods burned alive by the overseers. Oh, Jindosh. Do you know what that means? Oh, Jindosh. For as much as you find yourself an interesting individual, Sokolov was right. You really do like hearing the sound of your own voice, and you really do hold yourself in the highest regard, don't you? But for all of your self-importance, do you realize that runes and bone charms and other things that react in these ways, they only react to those that the outsider deems worthy, someone he deems interesting? You, for all of your entrepreneurship and all of your torturing of others and all of your eccentricities and your vanity, all of that, none of it caught the attention of the outsider, which means your life is worthless, Jindosh. Absolutely worthless. I don't have to torture you. Oh, I only deem that it's right to torture you because you tortured Sokolov. It seems a much more fitting end to your storyline. And after this, you'll go on and do nothing of any import. We're going to wipe your mind clean. Oh, but I also have the option of killing you because in the grand scheme of things, you are absolutely not. You are nothing. All of your playtime with the runes and bone charms, and you have absolutely no significance in anything ever. God, what's that like? Oh!
Welcome to the final mystery, Jindosh.
I stepped back far enough to not kill him. I didn't realize I could swing that far with this. I should have turned away. But instead I killed his ass. Oh, barely not enough. Just like your life. Oh, that is hilarious. God, that is just funny. Completely worthless you are. All right, obviously that's not the route that I wanted to take. That was an accident, so we're gonna go ahead and pull, this. God, that was hilarious. How far back does this go, though? Oh my God, that was funny.
Welcome to the final mystery, Jindosh.
Got to relive that at least. Oh, I need to put my glasses back on. That was hilarious. Okay, back up we go. Main laboratory is too. God, that was funny. Now, normally I would let something like that actually keep going because I would let the story keep going because I like whenever I do a playthrough for my mistakes to count just as much as my successes, right? And I like the story to be shaped by that. But in this case, in this rare case, I went back because the accident that occurred, the mistake wasn't really a mistake. It was just not knowing the limitation of the range of my stab. I thought I stepped back far enough to not actually stab him with that. So to me, it was more of a technical thing. But normally I would let my mistakes just play out. But we're not gonna do that this time. All right, anyway, hello there, Jindosh. Did I pick this up? No, I didn't. All right, let's... That was fucking hilarious. All right, so you need to be on the anatomy platform. I do not know where to get that last little ounce of power for this. Where would I get that?
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
Yes. Have to wait for all this to move around. And then we finally find out how much power is distributed. This one still has one little notch over here. 1 unit of power. Maybe 1 unit of power on this will be fine.
The electroshock machine should work now.
I was gonna say, that looked okay. Here you go, Jindosh, a taste of your own medicine.
No! You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
People like like you can't be allowed to run amok.
Oof. Did we just wipe your
And
mind?
if I combine the acid against a copper plate, it... What does it do?
You'll never get that back, will
I
you, buddy?
knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer?
Ah, it's locked. I can't.
I had an idea, but it's gone now.
Yeah. Okay, this is better than killing you. This is way better than killing you.
Very much afraid of what's happened. You can't have put me through that machine, but wait, what does it do?
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Kill me. Please make me die.
No, but I kind of want to slit your ankles, right? Put you in a wheelchair, too.
Something something big is gone and I can't name it.
Ooh, it's almost enough to feel sorry for you.
Hello? I believe I've lost something very precious. Please help me find it.
Nope, I'm the one that took it from you. As a matter of vengeance.
The other students will laugh at me now.
And I can't wait for that.
Maybe there'll be apple pudding at dinner. I would like that.
You know, I'd be okay for you to get some apple pudding at dinner. Well, Jindosh, I wish I could say it's been a treat, but honestly, this whole stage, your whole mansion, this has been a real pain in the ass. I'm so glad you can't do anything like this ever again, and I'm glad you get to live to know that. Oh, that's great. Oh, all those bodies that you have, all those people you've killed and tortured and experimented on. I hope they can be satisfied with this outcome. You will eventually die one day, but not until you're finished leading a completely meaningless and entirely inconsequential life. That's fucking awesome. Let's get out of here. Surely there's a, yeah. Jessamine, my love, what do you have to say about this?
His memories flee from him as he seeks them. All is shifting, intermingling. Great theorems drift just beneath the surface, just beyond his reach. But he cannot hold a thought for more than a few seconds.
I should not delight in that. I really shouldn't. I 50% do, and I 50% very much don't.
When he remembers, he is filled with rage and despair. The great cathedral of his mind, abandoned and ruined.
Oof. I thought I was supposed to be the good guy with low chaos. This seems like very much the evil thing to do.
In just a second, he had a new line of thinking. The solution to a great engineering problem. Now, lost.
It's a shame we'll miss out on that in the long term. But how many lives will be saved, and how many people will get to go on to create families of their own, people he would have killed otherwise? And how much good comes from the generations that would be brought forth by those people who now get to live? At the cost of one little breakthrough.
In a way, he is more content now than he has ever been. He thinks of his dinner later, and hopes for cabbage with pork.
You know, Jessamine, that's how come I felt rather content when he was talking about apple pudding. I said, you know what? That's super simple. I hope you get that. You know, that's something that'll make you happy, and it's really simple. I hope you get that. So yeah, I can see this both being the vengeful and merciful way. Huh. Though chaos is more rewarding than I thought.
Jindosh, grand inventor for Serkonos. He dreams of an army of mechanical soldiers.
Well, he dreamt of an army of mechanical soldiers. And maybe there's 2 or 3 left around here for him to sell. And maybe that'll help him keep enough of his fortune to have as much apple pudding as he wants for the rest of his life. Yeah, I thought I saw some Tivian ore. Alright, let's get out of here. We're not going to be scrounging for scraps. We're going to get out of this Schlegugan mansion. Oh, let's get back into the field. Let's get back on the streets. And we never figured out how to power that thing down. And you know what? I'm okay with that.